And welcome back to another video. Today is round 3.
Yeah, of the Scrying monthly.
Scrying monthly October.
So, a bunch of 100 and we never counted really. We never always forget to check, but 100, more than 100.
100 plus cards
added from certain sets. So we'll see what these guys are adding to their old school decks to spice them up a little bit.
Yep. Let's see what they have. First deck is the famous Moulin, aka Mill.
Yeah, Mill deck from Montreal players who really believe in the Field of Dreams, and I always forget the stone. Which stone it is? Millstone. Yeah, yes. Grindstone is the other one. Yeah, so basically just trying to look at your opponent's draws and decide whether or not they get to keep them.
Yep.
So I got control deck. You're basically playing the deck, right? But instead of the like 4 tomes and other things, you're playing the Field of Dreams.
Yeah, 4 tomes and
like Fireball and
Fireball, Abyss, or Sarah's or whatever. You're just kind of replacing those 8 cards.
Just a straight blue-white control, and then playing the mill cards. And it's I guess it's also less taxing on the mana base. Also, enables you and allows you to play 4 maze of it if you wanted to, as he is. Yeah,
I guess he's afraid of creatures being having 4 Swords of Plowshares, 4 mazes, so instead of playing the Abyss, probably decide to opt for those cards instead.
It's got a Wrath too. In case. I like Wrath in the side. I don't think I ever really like Wrath in the main board.
Yeah, I agree. So the Scrying card that he's decided to add is Latnam's Legacy.
Yeah.
Which is a great card I used in my Alice deck. So it allows you to choose a card from your hand and shuffle that card into your library to draw 2 cards at the next upkeep.
Yeah. It feels really good. Also, like, it's a way that he can shuffle his deck too if he doesn't like it. Like, if he doesn't want to mill himself, but he doesn't like the card on top, right? He can shuffle his deck and then draw 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Put away a dead card, draw 2. So if you have like multiple Field of Dreams in your hand, you know. So I don't know. Seems pretty good, I guess. I would have liked to see more, honestly. Like, that actually makes a lot of sense with the deck. I would have liked to see.
I would like to have
get rid of the Wrath maybe and put in a second one.
Yeah, I would like to have seen at least 2 in this deck.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it plays out against the opponent. Now we have the mono green
playing a lot of the new cards, which is
actually a first of.
Yeah,
a lot of people are just playing it safe, playing 1 or 2 cards.
So it looks like it's your typical mono green ramp and then play big boys, but you have access to the card Natural Order, right? Which is 2 green. Sack a green creature, search your library for any green creature and put it into play.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a Tinker for green cards, if anybody knows what Tinker is.
Yeah, and I think City of Solitude's probably against decks playing counterspells because, it prevents the opponent from messing with your game plan.
Yep.
I mean, we were talking about it earlier with the fact that, searching for green creatures, trying to get maybe those fat boys out a little early, like Autumn Willow and Scaled Worm.
Or Craw Giant, which are basically just vanilla 7/6, right? 6/5 and 7/6?
7/6 for the
for the Scaled Worm.
Scaled Worm. Autumn Willow's 4/4.
Yeah. Autumn Willow's value is in her ability that she can't be targeted by spells. But also for 1 green you can undo that for yourself, so you can target her if need be, as there are Giant Growths and Berserks. So
in the main board, what was the Crawworm? What's the
Craw Giant?
Craw Giant, yeah.
But that's a card from actual
Legends.
So I think it's a 6/4. 6/4?
I believe so. And I mean, these guys sideboard, Crossroads, Pixies,
Artifact Hate through the Orangutan.
Artifact Hate, City in the Bottle, Storm Seekers. Life Force is an interesting choice, I guess, for mono black decks. Just trying to...
Which is also interesting because he seems to be really afraid of mono black, because there's a Scrying card in the main deck, Spectral Bears.
Spectral Bears. Basically, if the Bears is declared as an attacker and the defending player controls no black cards, it does not untap during your next untap phase.
So basically, we're hoping your opponent has black, is playing black, so that it's just a 2. Well, otherwise it's a 2 mana 3/3, so that's the reason there's a drawback.
Yeah, which is actually decent for old school decks.
So I mean, we'll see how the games go.
Yep.
who do you favor? One.
Oh,
well, thing is the natural order is a really strong card, and it would have been nice to see maybe just go all in on that card, because like especially with there's another scrying card, Kyrian Ranger, return a forest to your hand, untap a creature. So turn 1, Land of War Elf, turn 2, play the Ranger. Well, whatever. In so many ways, the point being is that you can get to natural order on turn 3 fast.
Yeah, a lot quicker.
So like playing your 7/6 cost creatures on turn 3 seems pretty good. So,
and what was that other scrying card? This one further up here. If we look there, Primal Order, which is pretty interesting because it deals 1 damage to that player for each non-basic land he or she controls.
Oh, so take it.
So really punishing people for playing duels and stuff.
Yeah,
and that could be like a
pretty good versus the mill deck.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is what you want to see from the mono green deck, is the turn 1 elf, because it just brings you so much faster to natural order. So yeah, I think 4 would have been both interesting and really good.
Well, you know what brings you even faster than an elf? A soul ring.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So he decides to play the maze.
Maze does deal with basically, if you're trying to just bring in one big thing and win the game off of that, it feels really bad to just run into plow and maze deck, obviously. But
yeah, exactly.
But as mono green, you should be able to go wide. So it's like, okay, you're not actually just relying on that one big card.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest fear in the mono green deck is probably seeing like the Abyss.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
So that would be like a huge,
pretty massive. But obviously, like we saw that the mill deck is not playing.
No, but if it was, if it was playing, the Abyss main board, that would be like so devastating.
One of our early events was like a new guy showed up and he was playing mono green, and I just happened to have been playing a deck with the Abyss, and it was just rough. It was just rough for that guy.
Yeah,
it was a good introduction. Like, welcome to old school. Here's good luck.
Just big old slap in the face. That makes that person go home and question their life decisions after.
That's how everyone becomes a deck player.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's the Primal Order you were talking about.
Yeah.
So going to be already active, right?
Yeah, during each player's upkeep. So he's going to be taking 3 damage per turn.
I mean, obviously Disenchant is a thing in the format. Also
Counterspell. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame him because that's like a 6-turn clock.
Yeah, that card is crazy. So now
6-7 turn clock.
Like considering how valuable that is, I probably don't want to feed that into untapped lands, right?
Yeah. So
like that's how you see Maze of Ith, and that's like punishing you so hard. So you need to get around that, and Primal Order is exactly a card that can get around that. So I would have maybe tempted him with other cards to go for first. Now that said, Primal Order being an enchantment means even if there is no counterspell like we had originally said, Disenchant still deals with it. So it's rough. It's rough versus this particular deck versus Mill.
So playing the Chaos Order.
Actually, which is another thing, Autumn Willow is going to have a lot of value in this matchup because the Shroud, Plow can't deal with it. So the mill deck is very lucky to have. Well, lucky. So it's a good call for the Wrath of God, right? Because that's one way to
not targeting. It's basically bury all your creatures.
Yeah. See, like the natural order coming out so fast would be so good, right? If everyone's doing nothing, can you imagine the Autumn Willow on turn 3 right away? You're just dealing 4 damage every turn.
Yeah, the River Bullet seems kind of bad now with the maze. Like, it has Island Walk, but he can still maze it.
Yeah, but you do need to. Well, he could orb the maze if he so chose. But as long as the mono green deck starts to go wide, eventually the creatures will get.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. So,
but Chaos Orb is. If you know what you're playing against, you probably don't Chaos Orb the maze. You're probably more interested in Chaos Orbing the Grindstone or the Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams actually is probably less potent. I think it's the mill card you want to get rid of.
Well, if I'm going wide, like if I have like 2 more creatures to play, I probably would maze, not maze, but I would orb the maze, because then even if they're playing Millstone, they still have to answer your creature. Mm-hmm. So regardless of we're going to like the Lazar deal, it doesn't matter. Like you could have the Millstone and the Field of Dreams, but if your opponent has creatures on board, you still have a limited time to actually do anything.
Ooh, strip on the maze. That's a good strip target, right?
Yeah,
that's how you deal with that maze. So I really like the no premature use of the Chaos Orb. Whether or not he knows what he's playing against, I don't think it was necessary to warp the maze, so it's good. He is playing Emerald Charm, which is another scrying card, so which can deal with the Field of Dreams.
Yeah, destroy target global enchantment. Yeah, so or untap target permanent.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprise blocker. I can't see how many cards Peo has in his hand.
Oh, it looks like he has quite a bit. Like 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
Going straight for the... Okay, so he probably asked how many cards in hand, probably said 6, somewhere close to 7, so was not wanting to have to...
I honestly, again, don't know if I'm doing that.
Yeah. It's hard to say.
I mean, yeah. I'd be more inclined to do it if if the mill deck had 2 Tundra. I was literally just about to say, if the mill deck had 2 Tundras, I'd be more inclined to do that. So maybe it was just, maybe he was ahead of the curve.
Okay.
Yeah, because Wrath of God is really the only punish for a deck going wide, right?
Yeah.
I mean, balance. Okay, balance. Sorry, balance is obviously.
Yes. So right now he's just swinging for 2. Looks like they're both kind of top decking at this point. There's nothing really. Opponents are not really getting their.
Yeah, but see, I think exactly this this game already is showing just how potent 4 of the natural orders would have been. Like these 1/1s could have been 4, 4, 7, 6s, 6, 5s.
Yeah, exactly.
An Autumn Willow.
Okay. And even with the Time Walk, not much happening yet for Peo.
So there are surprise giant growths in the mono green deck, right? So that's a thing that could end the game a turn sooner if...
Is there giant growths?
Yeah, there's 3 and there's also a Berserk.
Oh, very nice. Countering...
I missed what he countered. But he tapped out, so probably a big creature. Or no, is that a Hurricane?
Oh, okay, yes. Yes, a Hurricane. Yeah. So now, playing the Millstone, milling 2.
Here goes Berserk. The Blind Mill.
So his opponent has 7 life.
Imagine if that Millstone was a Jam Daitome.
Yeah, seems to be drawing a lot of lands, so... Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good card. Yeah, destroy target artifact. When it comes into play.
Yeah. I think the Orangutan's a 2/2. Oh, that's a concede.
That's a concede. So, game 1, mono green takes it.
Yeah. So yeah, and he really needed Wrath of God to.
Yeah, exactly. So both opponents now, going into sideboard. Maybe
I guess the mono green guy's going to bring in more orangutans.
Yeah, I'd say the orangutans. Maybe the City of Solitude, so you can't get countered.
Tsunami is devastating.
Yeah.
City of Solitude is in the sideboard? I think it's in the main. It's in the main.
Is it in the main? Yes, yeah. Okay. So
it's a proxy.
Okay, so Tsunami, if he puts in the 2 Tsunamis, that's going to be really, really something.
Do you think he goes so... Man, it looks like he could probably put all these cards in. Like, if the mill deck's going to have a lot of cards in hand, Stormseeker's good. It's instant speed, right?
Stormseeker, yes, instant speed.
I think you can honestly put 3 Stormseeker, 2 Hurricane, 2 Monkeys, and the Pixies, too. Just more creatures. Just go wide like you saw, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What is the mill deck going to do? Has another Wrath of God for certain.
Maybe the Spirit Links.
Spirit Links and probably the Sarahs. Sarah blocks everything that he's doing.
Yeah.
He didn't see Natural Order. Maybe it was deliberate to not play Natural Order, to not reveal it. But either way, you bring in the Sarahs to stop all those small beats.
Oh, we'll see what happens in game 2. Okay,
so we're staying on the mill plan. It's a bit of a slow hand. He has the Natural Order, but no early creatures. Was that a Lotus though?
Didn't notice.
It's a good rhyme.
Is that a Lotus? Didn't notice. Staying kids. Well,
there was Lotus.
Kids. There you go. I can't even talk.
Yeah.
See my words.
Okay.
It's early. Leave me
Turn 1, Dijin.
Dijin. He's going to feel really bad when he plays the maze.
Or plow. Yeah, maze.
I mean, you got to try.
1 strip? Yeah, Swedish, yeah.
Yeah, 1 strip mine.
Yeah. No, maze and strip should follow each other.
Like based on the format, if there's like 1 strip, 1 maze.
Yeah, it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Those 2 cards should be in check with each other. More so than workshops and strip mine.
Okay. It's tapping 3. Playing the orangutan.
Yeah, very nice. Just keep destroying those pieces of the combo. You know,
yeah,
quote unquote.
Or 2. Yeah. So milling in response. Saw the forest. I didn't see the first card. The forest was the second one.
Yeah, should get them to for future games. You know, like make a square with the dice and push the decks in a little bit. Like be conscious of the space. You know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if Simon could put his deck on the other side, you have all that dead space up there.
Yeah, exactly. But it always feels weird drawing from the right side for me. I always draw from the left, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Think of the viewers, though.
All 17 of them.
They're more important than the. All right. So what's going on? We have more threats. They come in, of course. All damage is good damage.
Yep. You take what you can get.
Natural order. Yeah.
Natural order.
So it must be Autumn Willow. Like, he has to identify that the card here is Autumn Willow because it does not get maced, it does not get plowed.
Yeah.
So, like, please show us Autumn Willow.
Yes. Yeah. Excellent choice. Yeah. At this point, the only answer he has is Wrath of God.
Or balance.
Or balance. Yeah. So...
I'm going to presume that he has it. Only because, you know, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Maybe not right now, but...
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Emerald Charm, again, destroys enchantment, right? So, as soon as that...
Global enchantment, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as that Field of Dreams comes out. I can't even Wrath, actually. Okay, balance, because he can't even Wrath, right? So,
yeah.
But of course. The Shuffler's always rigged, don't you know?
Yep.
The virtual card games control all RNG. That's how it works. Doesn't matter how honest the person is.
The magic gods have spoken. He's...
Alright, though, but that means we have a game, though, right? Otherwise...
Yeah.
Autumn just takes it away. Yeah, I mean, that is a bit of a downside to Natural Order. You know, it's not a perfect card. You have to, you spend most of your hand getting to the 4 mana, and then that card, plus another card to find 1 card, and then the card you find gets killed. You have spent a lot of your resources and cards.
Yeah, but I mean, in this format in particular, I think, you know, it might fare a little better versus like maybe, I don't know, pre-modern. Does this card see a lot of play in pre-modern?
There's a Natural Order day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very nice. I don't play green very much, so...
Yeah, it's understandable. So there's a regrowth in the mono green hand, but wasn't being used for a few turns, so now he's decided it's worth it.
Okay.
Getting Autumn back.
I wonder. So Autumn is 6 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Now he cannot cast it currently, so I don't know if that was the right choice at this moment.
Oh, it probably is the right choice just in general because again, it will win the game if he doesn't play Wrath of God. Autumn Willow is protect at all costs. So also here's the thing. Now he's got Autumn Willow threatening, and he could also play that card Primal Order.
But
look how many non-basic lands are on the board. It's like a Price of Progress. That card's interesting.
Well, he could counter
just right into all that untapped.
Oh,
ooh. So does that mean we have a Wrath of God then? Wrath of God is brutal. Yeah, no, that's 2.
No, that's 2.
That's 4.
Okay, that's
Wrath of God.
Yeah.
Oh well. R.I.P.
This can catch a break. The 2 cards he needed to respond to the Autumn Willow he had.
Yep. No more regrowth effects in the green deck.
I don't believe so, no.
So it's up to him to...
I think he's only playing the 1-0 thing. Okay.
Yeah. One of what?
Autumn Willow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's just, I guess, going wide with creatures at this point. He's like...
Well, basically, you get balanced and wrath. You have to hope that it's not possible your opponent's got yet another board wipe. So if you have the ability to redeploy, it's probably safe to go wide again.
Yeah, but if you know your opponent's playing like swords and then mazes,
yeah,
it's you hope to God that you could like top deck way better.
Also, I wonder if knowing you were going to play the Autumn the following turn, maybe he shouldn't have played the Pixies. If you're like, I play this Autumn, and the only way I get smoked is by another Wrath effect, balanced Wrath effect, then I just won't play the Pixies, so that you have 1 extra creature to go wide with the following turn if the Wrath comes down. Because technically speaking, that Autumn Willow will win the game by itself, right? If you're like he doesn't have Wrath, the Autumn Willow wins the game by itself, so you don't need the other creature.
Yeah.
If you're like he has Wrath, then don't play the other creature because after he Wraths, you have 1 more creature to play. So.
Okay, mill deck, I guess, put in the Sarahs.
Yeah. Sarah blocks everything, right? And like I said, he didn't see the natural orders game 1, so
yeah,
Sarah just blocks everything except for the Djinn, of course, which comes down right after.
Feels bad when your opponent has a maze and his creature has vigilance.
Yeah, so can deal with the 4/5 and block something else. Now, of course, Giant Growth. So interesting game. I have to say. Now, there's no Giant Growth.
Crawl Worm and
Crawl Giant.
Crawl Giant, is it?
And Scaled Worm.
Yeah, Scaled Worm and Emerald Charm in his hand currently.
Oh, you're talking about his hand.
Yeah. Okay.
So that creature loses flying. Is that what he's doing?
I think so. So you can block with his Djinn. And that's actually a pretty...
No, yeah. Well, yeah, so he could maze his own creature, right?
That's true. If he does that, he can at least swing in for 5 next turn, I guess? Or no,
4.
It's 4? Yeah, 4.
It's kind of funny. Emerald Charm using his that ability. Yeah, so that's what happened. He mazed his Sarah. But the Sarah's not tapped, right? So he can't actually attack for 4. The Sarah's untapped.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Interesting. The mono green. So he's not playing. You're sure it's the worm in his hand?
It looks like it was the Scaled Worm. But it's for 8 mana, so... yeah, Ice Age doesn't have all the greatest cards, to say the least. All of the artwork is fantastic on that card. I have to say. Yeah.
All right, we got our Field of Dreams, so half of the combo set up. Nobody can see, but combo is with quotation.
Combo. Okay, playing Recall. What does he get back?
I didn't see. He covered it as he pulled it, but he discarded Disenchant and something else, and another Recall? Or just...
Maybe this the Disenchant?
Oh, maybe he got the Grindstone. Or Millstone, sorry.
Millstone, yes. Yeah, okay.
Okay. But again, we can't see the deck, the card on top, because it's got it hidden. So we need we need to fix that for the future. Well, first we fix no more of this deck. But then we fix the position of the deck if we can't do the first thing.
But I was thinking about participating in the next monthly and then playing a mill deck as well. So,
okay. Can't wait. Yeah. Can't wait to ban you from my home.
You'll kick me out of your house completely.
So he had another orangutan to kill the millstone.
Millstone, yes.
So breaking the combo as soon as it's deployed. Pretty good.
Okay, so he's going wide. But still having the Sarah is pretty rough.
So notably, the Recall didn't bring back a Wrath or the Balance, which means there's only one more Wrath in the deck. So going wide is a safe play.
Does he have a way to get rid of the Sarah? Not really, eh?
Giant growth tactics?
Possibly.
Hurricane? Does Hurricane deal to kill?
Yeah, flying creatures, yeah. So Hurricane's like his...
Oh, Concordant Crossroads to deal with the Field of Dreams, because you can only have one world enchantment in play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did a similar tactic when I once played Laurence with the Abyss. And he played his mill deck. And you just play, because it's a local enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
For sure. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame we have that glare.
Oh, that's still that 3/3 creature, no?
What? Yeah.
But, yeah, so.
But still, would be nice. You always got to be ready for your close-up, you know what I mean?
I do. Even though he has like a lot of creatures on board, I still feel like the mill deck with the Sarah is still favored currently.
Yeah, and the maze too, right? The maze is really strong. I was gonna say even maybe a couple turns ago, I don't really know. I don't really play too much mono green either, so I don't know about the miracle stories of things you can pull off.
Like, I'm surprised, I know it was his combo piece, but I think he should have recalled for the balance. Because it would have put the opponent at one creature, he has the maze, and he could have just won with the Sarah.
Yeah.
Versus trying to...
Be a combo deck. Just go in and kill your opponent. I guess especially since it was demonstrated the game earlier that there's a decent amount of ways to destroy and disrupt the mill.
Yeah. I feel like it's a deck like combo decks like that, especially like we saw with the previous video, the Beast Island there.
Mm-hmm.
If you just take away one of the combo pieces, it's like the deck kind of just like
starts to fizzle.
Falls flat a little bit, starts to fizzle, and so it feels like. Okay, so the Enchant World is gone. Or Field of Dreams, so...
Oh, Hurricane for 4? Oh, but Simon has less than 4 health, so he kills himself in the process.
Yeah, so...
I was like, but, okay, guess we have a winner, but nope.
Yeah.
So we're going to game 3. Interesting. I was going to... So that's what I was trying to say. I was like, I don't know, what they can pull out by sticking in it, but, maybe 3 turns ago, I was going to say mono green guy just concede. He got Wrath, he got Balance, he got Wrath. The blue guys got cards in hand, lots of resources in play.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you just go to game 3. But whatever, stick with it, I guess. You never know. Maybe the Sarah Sarah wasn't in play yet. Sarah wasn't in play yet, probably, so more of a hope. But like, yeah, Giant Growth could have, Giant Growth Berserk could have been interesting. But anyways, this gives us a game 3, so we get to see.
I mean, even if you like Berserk the opponent's creature, yeah, you take more damage, but at least it's dead after. And that kind of clears your path a little bit.
Yeah.
But.
So yeah, game 3.
I've had that someone did that to me once when they berserked my creature. They took more damage, but then I had to destroy it. Yeah. That feels almost as bad as someone playing Control Magic mainboard. Talking to you, Laurence.
Yeah. Merfolk deck. I was gonna say Merfolk deck.
Oh yes, 2 Control Magic's mainboard.
I actually probably won I won my first event of our community probably from Control Magic. It was the Stasis deck.
Okay, so you got 2 Sarahs, a mill. We'll see. Okay.
Yeah, good start. Turn 2 Urnham. Is it possible? Could we? Oh, city? No, that's a river boa.
River boa. Okay.
No mana burn. No Swedish. No mana burn in Swedish.
No mana burn. Yeah.
Should be mana burn. Old school. Should be mana burn. 100% of the time.
I don't know.
You should 1,000% be punished for the misuse of your resources. Like, use your resources properly or get punished. 100% should be a rule in this game.
Yeah, but what about vintage? There's no mana burn in vintage.
It's like, there should be mana burn in Magic the Gathering. If you don't use your resources efficiently, you should be punished. Violence. Pure violence.
You're choosing violence. Pure violence. The comment section is going to be filled with who's this clown? What's he talking about?
Okay, so we're valuing the River Boa enough to plow it. Could be a sign that there's no Wrath in his hand or balance. I might want to go wide if I'm the mono green guy.
Yeah. So natural order. So now he's going to get now playing that plow seems really bad.
Well, it's always Autumn Willow anyways, right? So
yeah.
Unless Simone's feeling unless he's feeling brave that you only have 1 plow, but at the same time, right? So if you plow my River Boa, I think you're telling me I don't have Wrath, but I have another plow.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're telling me.
And I'm always automatically assuming if someone's playing Swords of Plowshares that they have 4 in the deck.
Yeah. Is that a double land drop?
I don't think so. 1 has 4, 1 has 3, and then Simon went first.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. So he could he could turn the Shroud into hexproof essentially.
Yeah.
And then giant growth channel Berserk 3, 6, 10, that's 20.
Effectively.
Let's cut the mana for it, so the dream.
That's the dream, yes. It's always the dream.
That most likely won't come true, but it's okay.
One can only hope. So, it seemed to be having a discussion.
Do you remember what card that is on the Millsides deck? Is it a Millstone or is it Lotus? I can't tell what that is.
I do not know. I'm gonna guess Lotus?
It looks like a flower in the middle, but no.
Yeah, first we have a little... Okay.
Still can't target the Willow, so every damage matters, so let's get in there for 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly,
Nature's Lore, just getting another forest.
I really don't think that Simone should play any more creatures. Like make him
for
Wrath.
the time being, yeah.
Like make him Wrath that one card. Make him play Balance for that one card.
Exactly.
And he's at 11, so it's like 3 turns. So I'm okay with that. I don't need to make it 2 turns and lose extra resources when if you do Wrath me, like it's gonna be so devastating when I play 2 or 3 right after. Okay, Demonic.
Okay, so he's probably gonna Demonic for Wrath of God.
Or Balance, probably.
Or Balance, yes. Balance is if depends if but he has a lot of cards in hand, so he's gonna be taking a bit of punishment for
It will kill a land too though, from the
it will kill 1 land from Simon. But I mean at this point he has, even if he kills that 1 land, he still has a Soul Ring, so he has access to 6 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as much as I love those big beefy creatures like the Worm, the Scaled Worm, and Craw Giant, they're just so hard to cast. Especially the Craw Worm with like 3 colorless and 4 green. It's so brutal.
They don't make him like they used to.
Well, they'll make him like they used to today. For 1/1 green creature will come into play, give you life-laying Death Touch. You win the game immediately. Yeah. Your opponent concedes. Like, search your library for 17 creatures, put them into play.
If any, share a name with the cards
power
in your
creep,
hand.
anyone? Yeah. Power creep?
Nah.
Yes.
There's no power creep or pay to win aspect in Magic, I swear. This is a
don't get your financial or magic advice from this channel, people.
This is a pure game. It's only been out for 3 years.
What?
Magic.
Yeah. It's a 0. 30.
Nah, but 1990. When did
93?
When did Ice Age come out? 96?
96, yes.
Yeah, it's only been 3 years.
I remember when Ice Age came out, it was so popular, and Wizards of the Coast was really pushing. Well, that answers that question. It's not the Lotus.
Well, Sarah. Sarah's good.
So, I guess that's his way of answering the Automobile.
What did he Demonic for? Did he Demonic for the Lotus?
I hope not.
That's true. I guess the Sarah just blocks it and says no more. Maybe he Demonics for the Sarah and said,
the orangutan? How brutal would it be if he gives...
Oh, he wants to trade.
He wants to make the trade.
I don't know about that. That's your best card, Mr. Mono Green.
Like, you
wait for Giant Growth. You wait for Giant Growth. You stay at a stalemate until Giant Growth comes.
Natural Order. Okay.
Boy, oh boy. I don't know about that.
We'll see.
Unless he boarded them out.
He wants a 7/6. So he just wants to get them in 2 turns.
Guess if it gets plowed, he gets a fuck ton of health.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter against the mill deck.
Yeah,
health doesn't matter. You have like 50 life.
Yeah, you just gotta look for the positives. Focus on the positives.
So now Peo has to play. Well, his Chaos Orb is in the yard. Yeah, balance. Okay, there you go.
How many cards in hand? Oh, okay. Loses every card in hand.
Oof,
but it's okay. Now they're playing top deck, and who wins the top deck? Is it the aggro deck or the control deck? Depends how well, right?
Because he's drawing first, so okay, he's milling 2.
Milled 2 lands. If you mill 2 lands, if you build them right into like a beefy boy, I think
is that strip mine?
Yeah,
yeah.
You have to save that. You can't use that.
Yeah,
especially since you're in top deck mode. I would not play. I wouldn't if I'm the mill deck. I would not play that land either. I think he drew a plains. You should play the 5th land, then you win.
Got regrowth and looks like a forest.
Regrowth is good.
Ooh, this is rough. So I wonder now.
Yeah, just saying, playing a 5th land entices the strip mine because of Sarah Angel fears. If you pretend like you don't have a 5th land, then as soon as you draw Sarah, you can just slam it safely. Oh boy, these mills. Is that Nature's Lore?
Nature's Lore, I think it is.
Yeah.
You really want to be doing that because it's kind of like filtering out your deck, making the mill that much better instead of giving a land.
He needs to find answers, though, I think.
Ivory Tower, okay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But not being effective at the moment.
He's got 2 cards in hand?
Yeah, it looks like 2, maybe 3, but I would say 2 if I had to guess.
What are we doing? River Boa?
Okay.
So look, I'm saying, take a damage for that. It's not okay. You can't just like use your Soul Ring and like, let the mana go away. It's not okay. Pay the price.
Okay.
Okay. So he did bring in the Spirit Links.
Okay, so the Spirit Link comes in. Milling 2. Can't really see what was milled, but we'll assume they're magic cards. I don't know about that.
Yeah. No. No.
Spell?
No. Not good. Because, the Maze of It is just going to mess you up so hard.
I would have waited for the maze. I think that was a misplay.
There is the
maze. So now it's like you have to draw 2 other creatures just to get through. Again, he was probably fearing for Sarah Angel.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sarah Angel's like, either way, you're afraid of something that may or may not happen, so you have to pick your poison.
Yeah.
Like, the longer the game goes, the more likely he is to find lands in general, which means Sarah's coming no matter what. Whereas the maze is like a specific threat that actually messes you up, so.
The orangutan coming in. Milling 2 more. Okay, we saw an Ernie. Random Jin.
Where do you see an Random Jin?
Well, in the graveyard he milled.
Oh.
So I didn't see the other card.
And
another Millstone. I think that's the most frustrating thing is that when you play against a mill deck and you just keep drawing the lines.
Yeah.
So Factory, didn't see the other. So at this point you're hoping to, like, let's say if Pale has whatever, maybe draw a Hurricane and just hope to God you could just destroy your opponent.
Yeah, that's true. Hurricane is but not enough lands though. You need like 12 mana.
Well, he's got 9. Yeah. Okay. Not looking good. Tail may actually come out ahead on this one and mill his opponent. Oh, that's also very good.
He's got the Emerald Charm, so he can do the same tricks.
That's true.
Yeah, yep. So we might see it next turn.
But the opponent hopefully not holding the counterspell.
Oh, but he's got the maze again. He can do the same thing.
Yeah.
Attack, I block, and then you maze. Oh, he's just taking it.
Okay, playing the tone.
Wow, that's pretty rough.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Milling for 2, milling for 2. I wonder how many cards he has in his deck. He probably isn't like less than 20 cards at this point, it seems. With all the cards out in the field.
Mm-hmm. Well, boy, do you prioritize the draw here? Or do you just go for combat and be the control that can do nothing at instant speed? At sorcery speed? Nope, he wants to draw cards. I guess he figures I could still counterspell and millstone, and if I draw land, then I can do both. So,
yeah. I bet he feels really bad now.
Sarah attacked, lose flying, try to block, maze. He lets the Sarah die.
I think had he not stripped that one turn earlier.
Why didn't he save his Sarah with the maze of it?
I don't know, maybe it was a misplay on his part.
Maybe he prefers to use it on the Djinn instead of to save his Sarah. I guess he figures if I draw into my Wrath of God, like...
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm hitting the book there. I don't know. Like, he just gave himself a situation, Simon, where
he's got a 2-turn clock now, they think, at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, get rid of the thing that draws cards and finds you Wrath of God. Right?
Yeah.
Unless the deck's at, like, 8 cards. That's it
looks like he still has about a few cards.
Yeah,
so.
Interesting.
Remember, he has a 3-turn clock. Yeah, I think the book probably would have been the better choice.
Yeah, alright, we'll see. Opting to tap a plains instead of the colorless library.
Yeah. And there you have it.
Well, again, all that has to happen is one creature gets through and he gets giant growth, right?
Yeah.
Like, giant growth is still a thing. Yeah, I got, like, this is not a give up situation. There's 4 creatures coming in. It's 4 damage. He goes to, what?
Well, he's at 7,
3?
I think, though?
But they just can't just fucking move the dice up a little.
I know. So now he's drawing.
That tap over here from Simon was the... Did you draw it? Did you draw the freaking Wrath? Are you just gonna Wrath me? Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Wrath of God. So now he has to draw 3 creatures just to even get in combat damage.
Or regrowth. No, he lost regrowth.
He lost regrowth in the mill, so...
So no autumn and no regrowth?
See, now it feels really bad. The Jam Daytone's there. Had he played it a little differently, I think there would have been only 1 maze and no book on the table.
Yeah.
And he would have been, like, drawn 3 less cards. Yeah.
Low prospects. Okay, he just gave his opponent Sarah Angel, to kill the Field of Dreams. Sure.
Yeah, I guess, but I'd be like...
Latnam's Legacy... Oh, there's a 5-turn clock. Latnam's Legacy is so strong. Oh, no, my God.
Okay, so they're probably at time now. So that's why I think they do 5-turn clock, and then it goes to Chaos Orb flip. If I remember correctly, so...
Should have kept the island in his hand and Latnam Legacy'd it away.
And Platinum Legacy.
Yeah, see, he can afford to get rid of the Wrath of God here because
the
opponent's not going to win in 3 and 4 turns with creatures. So you don't need to worry about creatures overrunning the board. Plus, he's got nothing in his hand. So he needs to find Sarah Angel, but even him, he can't win in 3 turns. So isn't it just moot? Yeah, like even if he draws Sarah, 8-16. It's not enough.
So you drew 2 cards at the opponent's upkeep. Yeah, so it looks like about 7 or 8 cards.
Brain Geyser your opponent to death?
Yeah, that's also a very possibility. I mean, as the green player, I'd risk I'd scoop. There's no outs at this point.
Well, I mean, his out is a tie, basically.
Or a hurricane.
A hurricane, yeah, there's an out.
He's got enough mana. So maybe he's just hoping to draw the hurricane. And pray to God his opponent doesn't have a counterspell.
Honestly, this has been a pretty good game, I have to say. I hope people have made it this far, because this has been quite interesting.
Let's see.
Yeah, gotta do it. Let's see a Brain Geyser kill, please.
Please. Mm-hmm. You just want to see the Brain Geyser kill. Didn't you do that to me once? Many, many days ago?
Many moons.
Here you go. Brain Geyser for 7.
That sounds like maybe an alpha 40 thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Berserk's in the graveyard. Giant Growth's in the graveyard. What are we debating here?
He's like, do you have a way to win?
Yeah, because even the mill won't do it. It has to be legitimately, it has to be Brain Geyser. And it has to be Hurricane, it has to be Brain Geyser. Recall.
What does he recall?
I mean, it has to be recall Demonic, get Brain Geyser. Yeah, Demonic. What's happening?
Okay, he's exiling the recall.
No, he took something else back to his hand.
Yeah.
Nah. Oh, last turn, that's why. Doesn't matter. What a shame. What a shame. Oh, yep. Okay, so we're going to judge this based on Chaos Orbs.
Chaos Orb flips. Very rare occurrence on this channel, but let's see who pulls the win.
Yeah, so I mean, I think, Brain Geyser could have probably been found maybe a bit earlier if the recall was in his hand, unless he just drew it that turn. Obviously, I don't know if he just drew it that turn. And then, of course, from the mono green side, save the Strip Mine for the card that your deck literally is the most afraid of, Maze of Ith, and then blowing up the Tome would have probably been better than the...
I think so. Although I don't know if he would have won, but I think it would have been the better cards to have gotten rid of. Alright. Chaos Orb flips.
Yeah, I guess there's a reason to stay brushed up on your Chaos Orb flipping. You never know, you might end up in this situation, even if you still play with the Gentleman's flip in-game. So basically it's first to miss after their opponent gets it.
Yeah.
I guess unless you go second. No, because they win here.
Okay, so that's a flip. That's a 360.
Ooh. Sleeve doesn't count. Oh, but did it touch with the sleeve?
Yeah, I think so, but and
because he went first, and then
yeah. So there you have it. First time on this channel, Chaos Orb flip win. But
yeah, so we never actually got to see the mill deck do its proper thing, maybe for more than a turn, because the green deck was always on top of it.
Yeah, I kind of favored a little more of the green deck in this matchup, but I mean, in the end, Le Moulin, aka Mill.
I mean, I took it through the orb clips.
Yep.
But, I don't know, that last game was pretty good. There was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of, edge of your seat in the sense of someone, like anybody could just win with this one card, like right now, kind of like Hurricane, Brain Guys are up the top, so everyone's,
Yeah, it never felt like really lopsided in the third match, so I kind of liked how both players went back and forth, and they seemed to, but unfortunately just couldn't get the win, pull it off with the mazes.
It's always nice to see Sarah Angel do a thing, still be relevant, so that's good.
Yeah, you can't be mad when you see a Sarah on board.
Yeah, so it was, pretty good. It's nice to see that he brought in a lot of cards, trying something new. And this is just a Montreal special. A new kind of Montreal special, not to be confused with the Montreal special.
Yeah.
That's for a different time. Right, Carl?
Right. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.